For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Outlaws Outdoors with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a bit of a review video on a brand new product from Outdoor Revolution. So this here is the Outdoor Revolution Cayman Sun Canopy. So what essentially it is almost like just, as its name suggests, a sun canopy, but with a point of difference. What you can also do is then add option of side panels. So side panels comes as a pair, or a front panel to create is almost like a little enclosure. One thing I would say, whether it is just a sun canopy size, or a sun canopy size in front, it is still fair weather. I wouldn't want to put this up in sort of windy weather, to be fair, just because it's not designed for that, really. You know, same with the wind out awnings, same kind of principle. You wouldn't have it out in windy weather just because it's more likely to get damaged. Something like this is quite quick and simple. I mean, you can see from our own sort of pitching video we've done, Amelia is doing it on my own, which takes a bit more time. But it took, you know, talking about 7 or 8 minutes just to get the canopy out, all a bit faffing and talking a lot, and then the sides round, you know, quite happily go as they need to do. Again, probably about another 8 minutes. So 15 or so minutes, you got everything up, ready to go, a little enclosure, and it packs down quite small. So you think of like a big awning, for example, it does pack down a lot smaller than that. It uses kind of Outdoor Rev's 120 HDE fabric, about 70 denier, 3000 ml waterproof rating as well, so nice and waterproof. And essentially you've got 3 upright poles and then 2 poles bracing it. So when you get the main canopy itself, essentially all you get is this. And then what you do is you then, by buying the actual side panels, you obviously get this. As they come included with the poles to brace it across the ways. And then obviously the front door is then its own entity, which looks like what I've got now. So you've got different versions of it, if you will. It's quite smart that you've got sort of 2 doors, one at the front and one at the side where the camera can't see. But I will take you on a little 360-degree route around in a second. You've also got 2 nice big windows, one on the front again and one on the side. So it means that it doesn't matter kind of what's going on. You can obviously have the flexibility of, you know, changing your sort of setup a little bit. Other things to bear in mind as well is that it's got a height bracket fitting of 180 to 220. So you've got quite a bit of adjustment there to play it with. And what you also find actually does also come with the 6mm and 4mm beading. So you can fit this directly onto a wind out if you wanted to, just have a bit more of a canopy rather than risking the wind out. Alternatively, if you've got like a C rail or a reamer rail like I have now, it'll just slide directly into that and you're not driving away from it, so it's a nice solid connection. These guy ropes are also included with it as well to give you great sort of torsion, and you've got the poles there to give a bit more of stability. The sides then attach onto the front, so there's a zip between the 2 sections. So like I say, you can just zip off the front and just have the sides open as we saw previously before, and when you have it in place it sort of velcros round. The front door can open up like so we can just sort of kind of open it up. That then unzips. And then you roll all that aside so you can kind of come and go as you please. So neat and tidy, nice easy. The windows itself, you've got obviously a crystal clear windows at the front and side, but you've also got privacy curtains. Again, with the privacy curtains where they can actually be put up kind of halfway or sort of fully up. So there's toggle points located kind of here, and then also again right at the top. So if you want to get the ultimate amount of privacy on the site, you can quite happily do that. And then when you want to roll it away, it just goes into a little sort of toggle point, so you can just kind of keep it at bay. I'll do the same with the side one while I'm here. The roof bars that you get, you actually get sort of, like I said, 3 roof bars initially when you buy the sidewall kit. And what you find is that it just gives you a bit more tension in there as well. So it allows you to kind of brace it off, give it a bit more sturdiness to it. And then that way it's a bit more rock solid. And what you've also got as well is from the roof section, you've got a Velcro part there. So the front panels and side panels Velcro onto the main body, as well as there's a little loop in the corner, which you kind of just toggle it in place and put it in. But you can see all that from kind of our pitching video we've done on it. What we'll do, let me pick the camera up now, and we'll sort of come into the main body of the awning itself and kind of familiarise ourselves a bit more with what we've got. We'll be at the sun in a bad position. So like I said, decent sort of depth, you know, we're coming out sort of best part about 2 meters-esque. And like I said, you see what the side window open there right now. The front part itself, and you've got that kind of doorway in as such. As we come round here with the guy ropes, you've got that optional kind of that side door as well. So it sits quite nice. Like I said, it sits next to the van. You've got almost like this triangular point, which kind of helps to kind of seal it against the van in many ways. So as we sort of come inside, like I said, it's sort of a triangle point you can see located there, and that's just going to basically give you torsion and try and get that bit almost better of a wraparound kind of feel. The overall width of the actual canopy itself is 2.5 meters, so it's nice and width, good wide, means that you can actually open up that door. You can open up your sort of sliding door, if you will, and it can fit back in the tunnel, albeit retract back automatically as well if you don't do it properly. But the key thing is making sure you position that well. But like I said, offers different sort of things for different people. You've also got little ties as well to tie that front panel around the pole, as well as ties at the top next to sort of the adjustable point as well. You get these little brackets included as well, so it's a hanging bracket to, let's get this side probably a bit easier. Normally you'd press that against your van itself, just my rail's a bit higher, and again it protects the van and these points slide into it. And you've got this little point that basically attaches onto the point, so onto the actual separate bit of cater you have located there. But yeah, nice, smart. Like I said, price point wise, it's quite competitive, and it's something, you know, it ticks that box for that customer who wants something that's, you know, nothing too much, don't want the bulk of a proper awning, just something to, you know, leave your kit in for a while, or just give a bit of shelter away from the elements. So yeah, I think it does a job. Certainly something you can follow the link below. It'll take you straight through our website where we've got all the prices of all the bits and bobs for you to look at, so you can get your head round with the concept. I mean, I would argue that you're better off probably buying everything to start with, and then you've got the options of flexibilities. You know, last thing you want is, you know, a few years down the line, suddenly you buy the canopy, you want to buy the sides, and you can't do it. So if you're ever going to buy it, it's definitely worth taking the plunge, do it all in one lump. Then you've got it if you need it. If you haven't got to worry about it. So, but yeah, that's kind of a little video review on the Outdoor Revolution Cayman Sun Canopy.